welcome to the second episode of the Knits and Tales podcast. My name is Amy. I live in a small town in eastern Washington with my 4 kids, my cat, my dog, and my fiance Dawn. How are you? We have a change of location today. I asked my mom if I could record in her craft shed because it's bright, cheery, and pretty much my favorite place in the whole world. Yeah, I love it in here. It's so much fun. Yes, podcast. That's what we're doing. I'm getting distracted. I'll show you why. How could you not get distracted? She's so cute. She decided to just show up one day at my mom's house, and well, she's now a part of the family. Yep, her name is Pebbles. Say hi. She's not thrilled with me. But I'm not thrilled with her either. She keeps trying to get into things that are not hers, that are mine. Speaking of things she's getting into, let's get into the knitting. I have 2 works in progress today. And if you watched last time, you'll know why it's only 2. Because I have gifts to make. It's that time of year. I don't know about you, but I really, I love making things for people, but if I feel like I have to, I don't want to work on it. It's the last thing I want to do. I'd pretty much rather do anything but work on the projects that I really should work on. So I put everything else away, and this is what I'm working on. This right here is my vanilla sock. 64 stitches, 2.25 needle. It is using Felici by the Sea. I think it's by the sea. Under the Sea in Felici, which is my new favorite sock yarn of all time. I love it. So there's really not much to say about this. I've got to the toe. I'm on the toe decreases, almost done with it. I have my spot marked right here for the heel. The foot seems a little longer than normal, but I've never done this heel and I just did the math, so let's hope it works. If not, I guess after Christmas I'll fix it. Okay, we dropped that. My second work in progress, I don't ever want to see again. Pebbles, stop it. It's not for you. Second work in progress is the Musselburgh, which is, I think I said last time, pretty much my favorite hat pattern of all time, and I love making them. This one, however, not so much. I love the color. I love the yarn. I just don't want to do it anymore. This thing is massive. Massive. I feel like I'm making it for Hagrid. Seriously, look how big this thing is. It's huge. Excuse the pet hair. I am using Stylecraft DK and olive and, well, I should put it up here. This is olive and this is black. This is where I was last time you saw it. I had just gotten done with the decreases. So I've gotten a lot done, but this thing has as many stitches on the needles as a pair of socks. So it's taking forever. I will get it done, hopefully. I think I'm at 4 inches before I can start the decreases. So I am getting there. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get it done. There's actually a hockey game tonight, so I will probably get quite a bit done on that. So there's not really much else to say about it, but it's getting there. I will have it done by the next podcast. Let's hope. Let's see. This one will probably be kind of short. I wanted to re-record, well, not re-record, but get another episode up because the angle wasn't the greatest, the lighting wasn't the greatest, but it was one of those things that if I didn't do it that day, I probably would have never even started the podcast. And I had been talking about it for a year and a half, something like that. And so I decided that I just really needed to sit down and get it done. And I did, and I'm super proud of myself. Thank you so much for everybody that has liked, subscribed, viewed that. It's meant the world to me, and I was completely blown away by the amount of support that I have gotten. And I wanted to record because I got 2 stories. I'm really excited about that. So before I get to the stories, I wanted to talk about some future cast-ons. This one, it's so pretty. This is Unicorn Blood by Dragonhorn Yarns, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's sparkly. I can see it really well, but I don't think it's really coming up on camera. Oh, you can see it a little bit. This is going to be a Musselburgh, and it's not going to be for Hagrid. It's going to be a normal size Musselburgh. There's really not much to say about that. I got it caked up. I'm ready to go. So pretty much as soon as that one gets off the needles, I'm going to put another one on, because I kind of have a feeling I'm going to have a Musselburgh on the needles at all times for a while, because it's just so simple to pick up and put down, pick up and put down. Oh, this yarn is so soft. It's so soft and squishy. I love it. Okay, and then my second one, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. It might be socks. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. It is Fright Night by Buxton Cat Knits. She is my favorite dyer and one of the sweetest people ever. I love her. It is 80/20 on her big sock base. 115 grams to 420 yards. So pretty. I was kind of thinking a Musselburgh. I don't know what to do with it. It's really, really pretty, and I help a girl out. What should I make out of this beautiful skein of yarn other than a crown? I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Oh, story time, which is my favorite part of the podcast. The first story comes from a person that I know in real life, and I did not know she was a knitter until she watched my podcast. So that was really exciting. So I can no longer say I don't really know anyone in real life that knits. Her name is Chelsea, and she grew up without grandparents. And so because she grew up without grandparents, she always heard her classmates saying, "Oh, I have to go to my grandparents," or "Oh, my grandma made me this sweater and it's horrible." And all she ever heard was her classmates complaining about grandparents, and she was actually really jealous because she didn't have any. So to fill that void, she started learning how to do things that she saw grandparents do in movies and shows and books. She learned to knit, cook huge meals for her family, and she taught herself to bake and mend clothing to kind of fill that void of not having grandparents. So I thought that was a very cool story, and thank you so much for sharing it with me. My second story comes from a lady named Dee Dawson. And this story hit really, really hard. Myself, my sister, and my mother are caregivers for developmentally disabled adults. I no longer do it. I'm a stay-at-home mom. My mom worked in the field for 15 years? 18. Excuse me, 18 years. And some of my very best memories were from work and the people that I was lucky enough to meet and to be a part of their lives. And if you have not been around special needs adults or children, they are some of the kindest, sweetest, best people I've ever met in my entire life. Dee had a daughter, Alexina. I'll put the name across the screen. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And she recreated Bobo from a storybook for her daughter's class. I hope I'm getting all of this correct. And it was actually pretty easy for her because there was a photo, so she was able to like count the stitches and recreate this photo of this little Bobo. I have a photo and I will insert it here or there. So she sent the care package for school, for story time at her school, and I guess when they opened the package, one of the little boys saw it and went, Bobo, and he was so excited. So that was her most proud accomplishment, is recreating this character from a book that they read at school. And I love hearing stories like that, and I like I said, it's something that's very, very close to me and very close to my heart. So thank you, Dee, very much for telling me your story and allowing me to share it. I'm honored. That's really all I can say about that, is that I'm honored that you allowed me to share that story, and thank you. I want to say a huge thank you to Chelsea and Dee for sending me stories to share with you guys. It really is, it's an honor, and I have so much fun reading them, and I will get better at, once I get, you know, used to telling others stories and get more comfortable being in front of the camera and all that fun stuff. I really look forward to telling more stories and sharing more of your guys' lives with everybody. Thank you so much again, and I will see you. So I've debated back and forth on when I will upload and my schedule for recording, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I am able to have more time to knit than if I had a full-time job. So I do get some projects done pretty quickly. So I'm thinking maybe once a week. And if that becomes too much, drop it down to 2, or, you know, I think I'm just going to have to play with the times and the excuse me, play with what works best for me. And so please keep the stories coming. If you enjoyed spending some of your crafty time with me, please like and subscribe, and have a great Thanksgiving if I don't see you before then. Give all your loved ones hugs and kisses, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.